Copier, an open source application for rendering project templates. Copier is an alternative to tools like Cookie Cutter or GitHub's own repository templating feature. The use case for Copier is when you want to start a new GitHub repository, but you don't want to manually recreate all the usual files. Written in Python and using the Jinja templating engine, it allows users to access templates both locally and in a remote Git repository. Installation is as simple as entering in pipx install copier. If you get an error, it's likely due to a Python library dependency issue. In my case, I needed to run the command you see on the screen. For basic usage of Copier, run copier copy the source of your template and where you want your template to be copied to. See example on the screen. To create the template that Copier will copy, take an existing project and put variables where you want unique values using the Jinja syntax standard. For example, I use $ triple brackets to wrap around my variable names. The default is double brackets, but this can sometimes conflict with the GitHub action syntax, and if I'm using both, then I want them to play well together. You also need to name your template files with the extra extension .jinja. You can define all of this in a copier.yaml file, which lets you implement many other features, including running bash scripts in your new project. Copier has a bug/feature where if your project fails to render, it will delete the destination folder. So make sure your destination folder doesn't have anything important in it. The other major feature of Copier is its ability to update existing projects from template. This is for when you have created a project from a template, but you found out that the template you've used has changed and you want to incorporate those changes into your project. When this is the case, run copier update. A few caveats to this. First, your template and the project you rendered from a template need to be Git repos, and your template needs to make use of version tags. One template per repo, one project per repo. Second, your project needs to have kept its .copier-answer.yaml file, which is the file that tells Copier how you rendered the template and what version of the template was used. Failure to do either of these will result in you updating your projects by hand, like an animal. You might end up doing this anyway because Copier updates projects the same way Git merges branches, and merge conflicts are possible. If you want to understand how Copier handles the updating logic, just look at this chart and realize it's beyond human comprehension. My thoughts. The tool does what it claims to do, and for the most part, it's simple and straightforward to use. If you find yourself wanting to standardize project folder structure and make it easier for people to hit the ground running, this is certainly an option. Being able to pull updates from a template after already customizing a project seems useful in theory, but in practice, I don't think it's going to save users enough time to feel worth it, especially if an update results in a repo full of merge conflicts. Still, it's a simple enough solution worth knowing about if you ever feel the need for a templating solution. Thank you.